Hello.
Margaret. Make her gay. Hello. Not Pikachu. Please don't sue.
The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is the Bombay bad boy himself, Mr. Dick Utan.
My help by turning on my mic. Yes, it's a wonderful Thursday night. I'm glad to be here. We got a lot to talk about, a lot of fun things to do tonight. So let's get to it.
And folks, we are also joined by American Ramrod coach Kendo Slice.
Happy to be here on a Thursday night. They're not a sponsor, but Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar is the best soda you can get out there. If you're into some DP like I am, get yourself some of this shit.
This is the official podcast of DP, folks. If you're into DP, and we know you are, make sure you hit subscribe for some world-class content.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun night. Because tonight, folks, we're talking about a little word, overrated. We're going to discuss some classics that are overrated. We're also going to discuss a little bit of maybe we should kill a franchise permanently. We're going to talk about some ones that need to die forever. Then tonight, also in the closer, we're going to have a little game, a little lightning round. We're going to play a little word association. But the fun part about tonight's entire show is you can play along right at home. Now, if you're watching in the chat, you guys have a poll. What franchise needs to die? Let's check on the results right now. So, of the poll right now, which franchise needs to die the most? We have Ghostbusters, Toy Story, Harry Potter, and other. Tell us your choice. So right now, Toy Story leads with 44% of the votes. We have a tie between Harry Potter and Ghostbusters at 22%, and the other equals 11%. So, folks, you can get involved with that chat tonight. We'll read your results by the end of the show. But guys, while the audience settles in and we start discussing some overrated movies and such, I thought we'd play a quick little game of the news. Now, this week, the news is too big to actually guess which is fake, but we're going to hit you with 3 lightning round stories first. So, here's the big one that we've been tagged in on social media. It's official. Netflix has backed out of the Warner Brothers bidding deal. Now, Paramount is set to win. So, we've covered the streaming war since at least 2019 when we dropped the video literally titled The Streaming War, which featured a bunch of streaming icons in a wrestling ring. Check it out. It's an old video. But Nick and I have always discussed the economics of streaming on the show
all the time.
Because honestly, dude, we discussed the economics of home media, like not in a boring way, folks. Like, the bit rate on this disc versus the MSRP isn't worth it. No, nothing lame like that. But
I mean, we have gotten into the nitty gritty of that before. We have, but like not very much. So not very much.
No. We're not that big of nerds. We're almost there. We want a good picture. Anyway, long story short, though, folks, we have discussed this as kind of the end of an era. If Netflix took over Warner Brothers, they would just turn Warner Brothers into an arm of Netflix. And I, for one, do not like how Netflix does business. I don't like their streaming model. I don't like the content they produce independently. And I don't like the fact that movies and shows that I want to own would go away because Warner Brothers has one of the best back catalogs in existence. So I was happy to hear about this one. I assume you guys were too, or not too upset.
I mean, it is what it is, man. Like I'm glad it's not happening, but also like it seems like the government might actually like try to block it, which is great because we need to not make this. We need to not make streaming into a monopoly, even though it's already is. But I would like it not to be. There needs to be a little more choice, and them controlling all the media and things like that, and us having to chase down, the movie we want to watch every month across like 8 different platforms is ridiculous. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Yep, it's getting crazy. And the weird part is, I have discovered about 5 movies over the past week that look interesting through scrolling, and every single one of them are only available for purchase. They're not on streaming. And they're not like really obscure movies. It's just like, oh man, I want to watch blank. Oh, sorry, you got to pay $2.99 for it on YouTube. Why do I have $80 a month in streaming services then? This is bullshit.
I know, man. It's yeah, and I have a tinfoil theory about that too.
Well, hold on, let me get the sombrero. Okay, so tell me.
I think the reason why we're getting a lot of the AI, like, you know, like, obviously AI is, you know, eating up a lot of like hard drives and things like that. But I think it's also doing that because they don't want people to like have servers like I have. They don't want that anymore because they knew people were doing that. They knew it was getting to be a thing. Piracy is like in the last 18 months, piracy has climbed up to the most internet traffic, and I think they've kind of used AI as an excuse of like sucking up all the RAM and the GPUs and the hard drives. So this way, like nobody can make any more servers at home anymore and have their own movies. So that's my tinfoil hat theory.
Well, folks, it's safe to take the sombreros off now, but I wouldn't be surprised if they don't want that. I mean, we're getting into a situation, Nick, where through computing, you can, even though they're terrible, make your own films, and then you can have them on your own network. And then, like, if you can figure out how to be your own ISP, you've cut out every middleman, and you can just entertain yourself. I think that's what they're afraid of underneath it all, because if you don't need the machine anymore, we now have our own machines. Screw it.
Yeah, I mean, there's even something called Open Claw that is it can be your own personal AI agent, and you can run it on, like, I think it's like a Mac Mini that you buy for $600. And there's been so many tutorials on how to do it, how to run it, how to make it do tasks for yourself and everything. It's funny because I think OpenAI had this thing where you could make your own AI. You could buy your own AI agent through them, and it was $200 a month. But you can just make yours for one price. Just buy this computer, put the software on there, configure it the way you want to, and it'll just do whatever you want to, like, overnight. You just type it in, and be like, oh, do this thing, and it'll find a way of doing it. So
I need one of those.
I would give it a little longer because it's still in its infancy. I would still give it a little while because there's still some like crazy things happening where people will like leave it overnight, and then because of the tokens they use, they owe like $10,000 because it didn't like word something correctly and didn't give it enough parameters. There's even one instance now, I think, where I want to say it was Facebook or Amazon or something. Somebody tested it on their own sandbox kind of email account, and it said to kind of like delete things and put things in priority, and it did it fine. And then once it was given its actual email account, it deleted like a ridiculous amount of emails like they can never get back.
Okay, I won't be an early adopter. I'll
for things like that, like give it like 6 to 8 months for it to like get really ironed out, and then it'll be fun. But usually in that time there's going to be 8 more things that are better than it that come up anyways. So
I just would love to like get a system set up where it'll like pull clips. I mean, I can do it now, but I want it to like do it for me, where it knows how to download and do this and do that and do that. It's like, oh, okay, great.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm sure there are ways of doing that. So
I want to become the man in the chair.
That's my job, goddammit.
Well, AI's taking over all the other ones. I need one too, Nick. Fuck.
I was the original man in the chair. You fucking stay where you are.
All right, fine. Fine. You be the man in the chair. I'll be the guy who stands next to the man in the chair. I'm fine with that because I come to you because I need your help for my mission.
Wait, are you going to be the middleman next to me? Is that who you're going to be? You're going to be like middle management? Is that who the fuck you're going to be?
No, you're Q. I'm James Bond.
Okay.
I'll be the guy that stands behind the guy in the chair and pushes that chair down a flight of stairs.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That's
it. No more free Disney Channel for you, goddammit.
Oh no! How's he gonna watch Lizzie McGuire reruns with the late Robert Carradine? That was sad.
That one hurt a lot.
Yeah, rest and rip that guy.
Yeah, that hurt a lot because the poster I have signed by most of the Revenge of the Nerds cast. That one was signed by Robert Carradine, like the week that happened to his older brother.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I hope that eventually the story doesn't come out that he, like his older brother, was taking things in excess. And
oh god.
Jeez.
because that's how that story evolved. It was poor David Carradine found dead. Then it was found dead in suicide. Then it was found dead but naked with a ligature and may have been while that was going on, according to the Thai reporters. And it's less like, this is devolving real fast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's usually how it is with deaths like that. You give it like, a couple of weeks and you'll get the full story, so.
I would like to think that he was trying to find the girl that he met on set and pretended to be, Ted McGinley. And he just so happened to have a different pie that he was eating while he was visiting her. And he just got way too into that pie and couldn't come up for air.
He died drowning.
Yes.
Oh.
Be like, sir, it happens to the best of us, and you are the best of us. We're gonna miss you.
I mean, if that happens, I think you immediately go to Valhalla. I think that's how that works.
Yeah. That's every man's dream. Every man's goal.
Death by muff.
Death by muff.
If you gotta go with a smile. Or
Exactly.
All right, so I guess we'll keep it light and fun. I just wanted to share this news story for this reason. Amanda Seyfried wore a prosthetic butthole for the new movie Testament of Anne Lee.
What?
That's the first.
What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's nothing to add to it besides, hey, she wore a fake butthole for a movie.
Why? Like,
because apparently hers wasn't perfect enough. I don't fucking know.
but were they filming that? Like, were they Brown Bunny in it, and it was trying to like make this
No,
shit look
Brown
real?
Bunny is no. That's not how Brown Bunny worked. You know that's not how Brown Bunny worked.
No, but they did something on camera for real because they wanted to. Were they like, we have to film your butthole? And she's like, I can't let them see my real butthole. I got to get a fake butthole.
Maybe the bleaching went wrong.
Maybe the bleaching went wrong. Yeah. It went too white. It was gonna
Do they have backdoor merkins like that?
backdoor
What? That is a product that has no demand.
Or doesn't have all the demand, Jeff. We don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. There could be a massive fake butthole industry that we are just not aware.
Yeah,
of.
we have to go to onto that Google keyword search thing and see if it's in high demand or not.
Yeah, be like, are fake buttholes really a thing? Are they really in demand?
Do I need to ask Gemini?
Sure, why not? Ask Gemini. No, ask Grok. Grok will be able to handle that question. All the others will be like, sorry, that goes against the policy or some shit. So
After Grok tells me what a supercomputer it is and how it's an alpha bot, it really does talk about itself like that. I'm like, all right, good, ego.
I feel like Grok is like it's just the Neuralink that Elon Musk is wearing.
I believe it is.
That's all it is.
Okay, I asked Grok why fake buttholes are popular, and it is thinking about my request. So, I guess I got to ask you the important question about this Amanda Seyfried story. Is it going to get you to go see Testament of Anne Lee? Because I'm oddly curious about seeing a movie with a prosthetic butthole.
I mean, I didn't even know the movie existed until just a few seconds ago, and I'm still not interested. So,
I mean, Amanda Seyfried is cute, but not that cute.
Suffer for your art all you want. I'm just not going to partake in that art.
It's more like I need to know the context of like the scene. Like just the fact that it's a real thing. It has me curious. Not curious enough to go out and see it in theaters, realistically, but like when this hits Netflix, I'll definitely check it out. Maybe.
Oh my god.
I got the best response from Grok. Why are fake buttholes popular? It just says the.
It couldn't find anything. It scoured the entire internet twice. It's like, I can't find a fucking thing about this.
Oh, here it is. I found it. It often points to prosthetic anuses used in film productions or anal. We're adults, right? Here's a breakdown of why they've gained traction.
Sure.
They've popped up in. Okay. Enables actors to be more explicit or graphic without requiring actors to fully expose themselves. Wait, she said she wore it for her nude scene, but it wasn't even available on screen. Anyway, this whole story is bullshit. Let's move on. Anyway, final story.
Well, it's like Linnea Quigley's fake crotch in Return of the Living Dead.
Oh yeah.
Yep. But she's
Shave
dancing
it.
on
It
the
looks
dancing
weird.
on the
All
yeah,
right, gross.
dancing in the cemetery. Yeah,
Well, she'll make love till she dies.
that's true.
It's a great movie. Well, have you guys heard the bad news about Crispin Glover?
No, Jeff.
What's
What's the news about Crispin Glover?
yeah?
Back to the Future star Crispin Glover accused of holding former model captive as sex slave in new lawsuit.
How long ago was this? Did this happen?
It's posted on Variety today.
No, but I mean, like, when did the sex slave thing happen?
I gotta do more research on the allegations.
Within the last few years.
Okay, that's fine then. Because if it was like 20 or 30 years ago, I'd be like, motherfucker, another like Epstein dude or whatever, or something with like P Diddy or whatever. Like, come on, man, let's stop this shit.
According to the story I read, facetiously, I did know the story. Apparently, he lured a lady to give up lured, whatever you want to say. It depends on which side of the legal bench you are sitting on. Some woman from the UK, he convinced her to, leave all of her worldly possessions behind and come work in Los Angeles as like his assistant or something like that. At which point she pretty much he put her in a house and said, "You're not allowed to leave and go out of the house ever." And she was essentially like his live-in woman servant person to do whatever he needed her to do and wanted her to do. And that's what the lawsuit is claiming. And it was up until a couple years ago when he apparently she went to go somewhere. He told her she couldn't leave, and if she did, she wouldn't be allowed back in. She left, and he didn't let her back in. So then that's what's all happened. We're gonna let the legal system play this one out.
I mean, that sounds bad, but also like she's an adult and she willingly did it, right?
Well, we got to find out the legality of everything.
Yeah.
That could be why it's just a civil suit and not, criminal charges if there was no criminal wrongdoing. Because, but we don't know. Yeah, we're not legal experts here. We don't pretend to be legal experts. We don't even know how to spell legal experts. So we're just gonna go ahead and
J-A-R. You going to the mall today? All right, spell Naruto. Anyway,
can't do it.
It's not a baseball term. He's a man.
All right, so those are our news stories. Wow, let's check in with our audience for the word of the day, and then we'll get into topic one about overrated movies. Shrublesway says the word of the day is torpedo. How Kathleen Kennedy torpedoed Star Wars franchises. Debbie does torpedoes, deep torpedo, and a fistful of torpedoes. Torpedo busters.
Torpedo busters.
Torpedoing of column 1, 2, 3.
Stop or my torpedoes will shoot.
What's a pot of torpedo in Mexico?
Boss torpedo.
Cornbread Earl and the torpedo.
Yeah. Oh, torpedo, where art thou?
The torpedo of Oz.
Torpedo, California.
Yeah, I wish.
I didn't even think of it like that. I was just thinking of Hotel California.
3 torpedoes outside of Ebbing, Missouri.
Yeah.
Have you actually watched that movie?
No, because there's no Ebbing, Missouri. But I do know what the story is based on. It's like a real true crime thing that I actually watched that documentary because peek behind the curtain. In my free time, I like to watch shows and listen to podcasts about murders and crime because I don't know why. It's just fascinating to me.
Are you a single female with 14 cats? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
No, because I don't secretly wish that would happen to me or fantasize about it happening to me. I just think I can't believe these people think these are good ideas that they could get away with some of this shit.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah, and when you watch it from a third person point of view, they're pretty dumb to think that half of this shit is wise. But that's why they always assume it's the husband or the wife, and it usually is.
Yeah. It's also why, as a kid, I really, really wanted to be a detective or a law person because I watched a lot of Law and Order as a young, impressionable child. So I like that part of it where the cops are showing you how they are solving these crimes and things like that. I'm like, man, why didn't I fucking do that? I would
Did
love
you-
to solve crimes.
Did you really love the show?
Shoot alleged perpetrators. Maybe.
Did you really love the show, The First 48?
That was actually pretty good. I enjoyed. I didn't watch a lot of that one, but I do like the first 48. I love that See No Evil show where they fucking use their cameras and shit like that. That one's always a lot of fun. Forensic Files is okay. Yeah. And it's fun because the podcast I listen to, like the only one I have time to listen to, besides this one, folks, you should listen to this one.
I think
a lot of times there's some crossover, and I turn it as soon as it comes on the thing, I end up turning into the Leonardo DiCaprio fucking meme pointing and like, I saw that when it was an episode of Betrayed.
But do you ever turn into the guy from Always Sunny in Philadelphia where you have the red yarn everywhere and it's like, listen, I know this was done.
I've never turned into Charlie, but I am fascinated by the internet sleuth community that can do that shit. And they're like, we're solving crimes, and then they actually fucking solve some of those crimes. I'm like, why don't I? Oh yeah, that's right. I don't have any fucking free time. That's why I can't do that.
Have you heard about the best one of those stories? About his name was Luca Mignata. He was a guy that was caught torturing cats.
Yeah,
and
that's
people on the internet.
The Don't Fuck
hunted
with
him down.
Cats documentary.
Yeah.
That was a great
Yeah.
documentary.
It was a Netflix thing for sure. Yeah. But no, the best one was Shia LaBeouf and the Flag. Oh my god.
He won't have to fight us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
He was in the news again today.
What did he do this time?
Oh, I barely read it, but I didn't think it would fit into the format of the show for tonight. And looky here it does. Shia LaBeouf has been ordered to rehab.
Oh, good.
He ran from the courthouse after posting his $100,000 bond, and he has to pay a new bail to avoid going to jail and attend rehab instead. So,
I don't know why I laughed like that, but he gets what he deserves.
he paid his bond. He ran, and they, I guess, rearrested him again and said, "No, you're coming back. We weren't done with you yet." And now he has to go to rehab or go to jail.
I hope he goes to jail, in all honesty. I really do hope he goes to jail.
I don't, because I saw that video of him trying to fight that guy, and that dude that he was trying to fight wasn't overly big or strong looking, but neither is Shia LaBeouf. And I feel like one of two things will happen when he goes to prison. Either one, he will not survive in prison, or two, he's going to come out like the most hardened convict in the world, or at least pretending to be, because he will fucking treat this like some kind of research for a role, and he will just get extra fucking, method with his acting, and he will come out like the most hardened criminal in the world. And that's all we will hear about is Shia LaBeouf creating his own YouTube channel talking about life inside the yard.
Or
It'd be my
C,
favorite channel.
or C, he becomes somebody's bitch and just never leaves.
Which that C1, that was part of the one scenario. But in all honesty, yeah, I would subscribe to Shia LaBeouf, inmate number 65386 or whatever's YouTube channel, and I would definitely listen to him and watch him talk about how to survive, how to turn your spork into a shiv, what to really do with the Jello, what it's like being in the yard. I'd be like, dude, everything you've got to say about prison life, I don't envy it, but I totally want to hear it.
Oh man.
Well, folks, we will let you know all of Shia LaBeouf's legalities or legal issues, in the coming months here on the channel. Just another reason to subscribe and make sure you watch us live each and every Thursday night. Did you think, Nick, when we started this out all those years ago, that we'd be talking about Shia LaBeouf legal issues as a part of the show?
I mean, I assumed at some point, because after Transformers, he went off the rails real quick, and he was starting to do just wild shit, and then he had a whole thing with his parents or his dad or whatever, and he just went nuts. But I didn't realize he would go to fucking New Orleans during Mardi Gras and pick a fight with somebody twice his size and think he can fight just because he's just drank enough. It's like, come on, man, that's the first mistake. But no, yeah, seeing him try to fight that guy, like Kenneth said, was really pathetic. It was super pathetic. It's like, you took off his shirt and everything. I'm like, I'm glad you're jacked. That's great, but that doesn't mean you can fight.
Yeah, usually when you see a dude that can actually fight, unless it's a sanctioned fight, they're not ripping their shirt off ahead of time.
No, I would say 9 times out of 10, the guy who rips his shirt off during a fight is the one that gets knocked out immediately.
Yes. It's like, dude, that phony show of force doesn't work from the guy that's just standing there looking at you with a cold stare and not moving. That's the guy you should worry about. The one that's not talking about how hard he's going to kick your ass, because he doesn't need to talk about how it'll happen. He's just going to make it happen.
Oh, exactly. But yeah, I mean, I don't think rehab for the 8th time is going to do anything for the guy. He needs to just
might.
8 times the charm, right?
8 times the charm.
Maybe he's taking the 12-step thing a little too seriously and thinks you have to go 12 times.
Oh my God. Well, he's no Vinny Chase, okay? One time and that was it. He was back to normal.
Oh, okay. Well, sometimes it just takes a little longer for people, Nick. Not everybody heals the same way.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, but I have no sympathy for those for the celebrities who are like that. It's like, you have enough money and resources to become better. Go use them. Sorry.
I don't either, but
yeah,
I was just trying to be. I don't give a shit. Okay, let's just stop. I don't care at all.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm not going to act fake on that. Who gives a shit? Shia LaBeouf, we'll see on the other side, maybe, buddy. I don't know.
Yeah. He had $100,000 bail that he paid, or at least like put something down in to make sure that he could get out. So like, he can do it. It's fine. Yeah. And I doubt I thought I'll go to rehab for 3 days and escape and like do something stupid again and then like go back to jail or whatever. Like,
I just don't want to see anything bad happen to him. But other than that, I don't really care.
Yeah, I don't want anything bad to happen to the guy.
I mean, I don't want to wake up to news tomorrow Shia LaBeouf found dead in a gutter. I'd be like, oh man,
he will not divide us.
See, the only thing that'll be mad about is that he wasn't on my Deadpool. That's the only reason that'll happen. That if
I would be upset about that too, because it'd be like, one of the first years I don't pick Shia LaBeouf and this happens.
He goes off the rails.
Devastated.
Yeah. Because I mean, like he had a pretty good career. He did his thing. He did the crazy dramatic movies, and now he's like all fucked up. It's like, okay, good. Your time is over with. Just screw off in the corner.
You don't want him to come back for Disturbia 2, Electric Boogaloo?
Disturbia 2. God, no.
We get Carrie Ann Moss back as his mom, and
jeez.
I don't even remember who the hell was in that movie besides.
No, you're right. It was Carrie Moss's mom, and I think that was it. I think there was a cute neighbor girl that kept teasing him because he had like an ankle monitor that he couldn't like cross like a certain part of his house or whatever.
Dude, part 2 is just him he's got an ankle monitor because he was in the drunk tank in New Orleans, and it just picks up from there. That's Disturbia 2, man. It just writes itself. You know what we should really do? We should pull a Bowfinger where we find out where he lives. And we should just write a narrative and just fuck with him as we film it and see if we can get a movie out of it.
Actually, the funniest thing to do would just be putting his face on his AI face on somebody else's body and just seeing what happens, because he would get so mad about that, I'm sure.
Oh, I wanted to like watch him break down in real time. Like, why are the aliens watching me? Like, just shit like that.
Oh man.
Look, I want to trick the guy into thinking he was being watched by the TV show Cheaters. I need to trick Shia LaBeouf. That's escalation. I can't just live at this level.
I agree.
So, guys, tonight we're doing something a little different, folks. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about movies that people love that we might think are overrated, but we want to hear from you guys all night long. So make sure that you're telling us your overrated film titles, but make sure you tell us why. So if you say, Jeff, I think Spider-Man 2 is overrated. Okay, interesting take, but tell me why.
Andy Garfield's better.
Yeah, and if you say that, I'm going to go, well, I don't
Tom
agree.
Holland's better.
Sure, said no one ever. But
Spider-Man
anyway,
2 is really just a movie about Harry Osborn, or not Harry Osborn, the other Osborn, and fucking what's his name? Franco is a far better actor than Tobey Maguire could ever be.
Well, it's been a good 10 years, Kenda. Thanks for being on the show. See you later.
See,
I don't know. I think that's the best thing I've heard on this show in 10 years. It's the hottest of hot takes, man. That can fucking bake a cake.
Yeah, I did put a poll on our Twitter as well for a week, so people are gonna give us their hot takes of like franchises they think that should die.
So, folks, that is at the World Class BS on Twitter. Make sure you follow us there, on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, of course. as well as Rumble and X. I think that's everywhere WCBS is currently. So once we can get that ad space on the moon, we're going to get our logo laser etched up there as well. So
Easily.
Yeah, we
On
might,
the
yeah.
dark side too. And we'll have it painted in like fucking neon and shit. So that way that won't work because that side never gets fucking light anyway. So
it's the Dion
what,
side.
Yeah. So it'll be a lot.
I'll have the boys down at the tech department come up with something to be able to get that some bitch to glow out into space.
There you go. Yeah, it'll be cheaper that way because it's nobody really looks at that side too much. But
it'll be that's the next thing we sell advertising on the dark side of the moon because it's cheaper.
Mm-hmm. I know our future and it looks bright. All right, so who wants to go first and tell us their overrated movie and why?
As the oldest person on the channel, I think Nick should go first.
Fuck you.
Yeah, man. Happy 5-0, Nick.
You're a motherfucker too. God damn it.
That was the best joke of your birthday, dude.
Oh my god. Jeez.
All right, so
I mean, I'll go. I picked a good one that I'm sure we'll be able to clip and really get some reactions out of. So
okay,
yeah.
You know what, Nick?
Because I've watched this movie over the last few years and like it's really fallen out of favor and I really fucking hate it. And it's been controversial. I think the last 2 or 3 years, but like I don't get why, and I don't get why people still like praise it as this thing, as like, oh, it's great, it's awesome, it's this, that, and the other. They give it enough clout to like they think it's on the same par as They Live from John Carpenter. It's Fight Club from '99.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, continue.
Yeah, this is the gayest movie I've ever seen in my life. All right. Fight Club from '99. I mean, come the fuck on. Like it's just a guy who likes to fillet himself, who has an imaginary friend who, because he can't do it himself, he's that lonely, that he makes one up who makes soap. Go figure. So much so that he blows up his own apartment. Sorry, spoiler alert. And then he has other friends who shirtless box in the bottom of a basement at a bar. That's really gay. Come on. And he likes this so much that he makes franchises all around the US with other dudes. And apparently these dudes get so angry and so frustrated that they make boom devices. I'm not going to say it on the podcast to get it like, triggered or whatever. They make devices so that they can, turn the credit score to 0 or some shit. I don't fucking know. And they do things like that. And they brainwash other dudes in other cities to think this is a good idea and we're going to do something and make a difference. But all you're doing is like blowing up empty buildings.
And his name was Robert Paulson.
And also, like, you don't think they have backup servers? Come on.
Not in 1999.
I mean, okay, but like, I'm sure they have some sort of backup somewhere. And it's just like, and even then, like you've been beat up and brainwashed so much that you think this guy is like your messiah, and you follow anything and everything he says, regardless of what the task is. You just do it.
Now, Nick,
I don't know.
I'm going to play devil's advocate and give you a little bit of pushback here. Do you hate the movie Fight Club, or do you hate the people who act like it's the second coming?
Both.
All right, good. I agree. I'm with
both.
that.
Because like I've heard people say, oh, it's on par with with, like I said, They Live of John Carpenter, because like, oh, you can put anything on both sides and it kind of does that thing. It's like, no, it doesn't. They Live is far superior from that piece of shit. Okay, I'm sorry, but like I even read the book. I was like, what the fuck is this? This is and then you have some broken woman who acts as like the dude's girlfriend, but is pretty much his mother the whole time. And it's like there's that whole Oedipal thing that's happening in that fucking movie. It's like, what the fuck is this? Such bullshit.
It also has gay porn spliced into it, Nick.
There you go. I rest my case.
There you go. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, it's a bunch of sweaty dudes getting together and like thinking they're accomplishing something. It's like going to a LAN party and like winning the tournament. It's like you didn't accomplish shit. Like you didn't do anything. So
Well, Nick, I loved that you picked Fight Club of all things.
yeah.
I would 100% agree with Nick's take on Fight Club. I have been told that this is the greatest movie that I've never seen for 27 years. And each time I've tried to watch that movie, I get about 25 to 30 minutes into it. And I'm like, I can't fucking do this. This movie it doesn't work. There's nothing that's hooking me in here. I get it. We're all dystopian and stuff. Because in the 90s, everything was great. And that's why we had to go for dystopian until some people did something, as a rep from Minnesota would say, and we decided to get out of the dystopian because it was here, and still can't. I just do not like it. Good. It could be a good movie. I just can't. I can't get through it enough to be able to tell you because whatever. And then you got the dude bros telling you how it's the greatest thing ever, and it's just like it's not.
I got a way to get you to watch a Kendo.
Well, no, and even then, you have a guy who's like, oh, my life sucks. I can't do anything. I can't even delete myself properly, and like he has these fantasies of doing it. Yeah, he has these fantasies of doing it, but he never does it. But the close thing that happens is that he sets a device off in his apartment to go off while he's gone on a business trip. It's like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, just do it already. Jeez.
You have unchecked mental issues. That's the whole movie is like, get him some help, and that's it.
Well, yeah, the whole movie apparently is like he can't sleep properly, and he has like some other personality as well, which is apparently better than him in every way. It's the complete opposite, but he can't become that person because of why? What's the problem? Just do the things that make you that person. Just do it. Get a gym membership, do some squats, just fucking do it.
I know I can get you to watch a Kendo. There's a scene where Jared Leto gets the piss beaten out of him.
Yeah, that is the only good part.
It's like 25 seconds of them just punching his face in. And then for the rest of the movie, he is jacked up.
Yeah.
I've seen him take an axe to the face. So
this is a little more graphic because you only see the axe go in from the back. And then he didn't actually die because he does get a table at Dorsia later in the film. Stupid bastard.
Stupid fucking bastard.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, that's my hot take, and like I'm sorry, but anybody who like has that movie in 4K or this, that, and the other, like I'm sorry, whatever, like go struck off in the corner, okay?
Right. I agree with Nick's take. I do agree with Nick's take. I'm pretty sure I've got one that works out really well too because it was a movie I was fucking pumped up to go see. Went and saw it with my dad. I was all excited and was very fucking disappointed in. I would go with Titanic, but I'm not because everybody thinks it sucks nowadays anyway. So it's not really that overrated unless you're like 45-year-old woman. No, one of the movies that I would say is one of the most rated movies of all time would be fucking Inglourious Bastards, because that movie to me was like AEW. Now that I've got all this hindsight and the years of that, because I was sold something. I was sold this awesome World War II movie that was going to be cool, and it looked like it'd be funny because Brad Pitt was in it, and the trailers and everything. My dad and I were like, we're going to see this fucking movie the night it comes out. This is going to be some cool shit. And instead, we got an extremely fucking long movie that if they would have cut out all the parts with the French girl and the alternate history that Eli Roth decided to stick in there at the end, and it would have just been the German dude and the bastards, you've got a great movie. Instead, you've got all this extremely long, drawn-out bullshit where we have to like have all these side stories and all these other little things and everything, and we just want to see the bear Jew bashing some dude with a baseball bat. We want to see the Yahtzees getting beaten up. We want to see all the really cool stuff. We want to see the evil Yahtzee that's kind of fucking cool, do his cool shit. But we don't need to see Shoshana running around, Shoshana in Paris, Shoshana burning down the movie theater. We don't need to see the alternate history ending to it where, for whatever reason, Eli Roth decided, hey, it'd be great. Let's make a horror element to it and let's change the court. It's like, why would you do an alternate history on something like that where we already know the story and it's kind of weird to change the story in it? It took the movie that was already overly long and way too drawn out with too many fucking balls up in the air, too many plates spinning, and then turned around and said, hey, we're also going to do this and completely destroy any suspension of disbelief you may have had about how these guys were able to get through all this stuff, even though you kind of already knew that they weren't getting away with it when, the one guy whose name escapes me now, the German dude, was able to have them speak to them in their accents and know that they were faking it and that they were not who they said they were. And you're like, he's going to get them. And instead it was, they gunned down the entire Yahtzee leadership, including the Austrian painter, and Shoshana burns down the movie theater while laughing at them. It's like, that's the fucking payoff we get for this whole movie. This is supposed to be about the Inglourious Bastards, not her.
I agree the same way. I went and saw it opening night, and I thought that movie was such a letdown.
Dude,
I hate when people talk about it.
I fell asleep, man. I really did. I was just like, Quentin, what the fuck? Go back to making your fucking Ninja Star movies, okay?
I think that's when I officially turned on him. I think that was it, because I'm just like, you gave us Pulp Fiction. He did Reservoir Dogs too, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you gave us some cool shit. We got From Dusk Till Dawn. We got these things, and then now you got this going on. And yes, I got the Eli Roth part wrong. It just, he's the one that was doing it at the end, so I feel like he was probably in Quentin's ear going, "Hey, this would be a great thing. I'll let you look at the girl's feet if you let me do it." And Quentin Tarantino was like, "Oh yeah, let's go for it." I could be wrong. I could be speculating, but I think that movie. Still have people tell me how great the movie is. I'm like, yes, there was like a great 45 minutes to an hour worth of movie in 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, he loves to like I don't know, stroke himself with dialogue or some shit. Like, we get it, Quentin. You can kind of write. Good for you, buddy. You can put words on pages.
Yeah, we didn't need the exposition about the guy trying to like discover that there was, people underneath the stairs to show how evil he was. It's like, we kind of already know based on the books we've read that, not probably the nicest person in the world, although likes to eat cake like a motherfucker.
Don't we all?
True.
No, that felt refreshing. The audience even liked to hear that. It just, you get into these film circles and there's that circle jerk mentality, and that one always pops up as the cool movie.
Well, I mean,
never enjoyed it.
Well, no, especially when we go to like Dragon Con, Jeff, there's always those people who are like, Firefly.
Yeah, that's a show that's completely fine, but I don't think it warrants the 25-year, like, bring it back. The guy died. They'll never bring it back.
Yeah, like you get 5, maybe 6 years. If you don't bring it back, then it's dead. If Netflix doesn't buy it, bring it back.
They'll bring it back.
Yeah. Oh, well, they used to do that. That used to be them. They don't do shit anymore. Now if you try to share your password with your neighbor, it's like 9.
Yeah. Christoph Waltz comes to your house and shoots you in the face.
Yeah. He's like, why are you hiding the other people who use your account?
Why is the Wi-Fi open? It's like, oh, shit.
I see 2 logins. Why is the one down the street?
You have a Nexus underneath your stairs, don't you?
Is this a Lexmark? Anyway, people in the chat are like, Pulp Fiction is not overrated. I agree. That's why I own that.
No, that's a great movie.
That movie
kicks ass.
Well, Pulp Fiction. And then I think he did Jackie Brown around the same time, so he was kind of going for that whole like 70s thing, which was great. Like that's awesome.
Yeah. And then after that, he goes into Kill Bill. And
which is still you're kind of keeping in the 70s, just going to like another part of the world. So
yeah,
still fine.
I didn't like Kill Bill either.
Me neither. That was going to be my original.
The second one was bad because of, once again, like dialogue heavy bullshit. I get it, Quentin. You can kind of write. That's great. But the first one is way better because of all the action, especially with the crazy 88s. Like she's just mowing them down with a sword. It's wonderful.
It was cool, but that also came out of a time where I was in college on campus, and it was that movie had hit fucking disc, and it was like every Friday night somebody's watching that in the
oh yeah,
and they're always and everybody's like, dude, have you seen this yet? I'm like, yes, I saw it. It's fucking great, but I don't need to see it anymore. I think I suffered from what I called there's something about Mary effect with that movie, where I saw it fucking too many times in too short of a time span. Because like when Something About Mary, saw it in theaters with my buddy Aaron. We had to get somebody to buy us the tickets to go. His parents had to buy the tickets for us to get in because nobody under 17 can see that movie because of the hair thing. And
Oh yeah.
so we went and saw it. It came out eventually on tape. Went and rented it, watched it, and it was like, if you haven't seen this yet, oh my god, because everybody hadn't seen it yet. And then over the course of like 2 months, I ended up seeing that movie like 20 times, and I'm just like, I can't fucking watch this movie anymore. This movie is terrible. I hate it. And then like 6 years later, I see the movie come on, I watch. I'm like, yeah, this is actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah, those 90s comedies, man, are pretty
So,
damn good.
Maybe I should try Kill Bill Volume 1 again since it's been about 22 years.
Yeah, just stay with one. Don't go to 2. Just stay with 1.
Oh, I saw 2. The number of times I wanted to just like cry and break down in tears watching that movie because I couldn't leave it because I didn't have the keys to the car because I didn't drive us to the theater.
Oh,
and I'm just like, just want this movie to be fucking over. And then when you think the movie's about to be over, there's like another 30 minutes. And then you're like, okay, this has to be the end of the movie. And then there's another 30. It's like, fuck. Just kill me now, please.
Yeah, it's like the last Lord of the Rings movie where there were like 47 endings. It's like, what is your problem? Just end, because
I didn't even make it that far. I tapped out.
I
tapped out halfway through the first movie. I'm like, no, if the rest of these movies are like this, I can't. And then I started watching the second one because again, that was in college and that's when they were coming out on the discs. And I was watching them like I got tap out. I came back like 2 hours later through the commons area. The fight scene was on. I watched. I was like, oh, it's pretty good. I can't believe it took us fucking 3 hours to get to this point, but it was good. And then it's kind of like episode 1. It takes you all this time to get to that part, and then that part pays off.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make the rest of the movie good.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to last minute change mine because I have one that I do kind of think is overrated, but I think it's going to hurt a lot of people's feelings. It's
just go with it, dude. That's what this whole thing is about. You got to hurt people's feelings.
Fine. Let me take a timestamp for my own demise. But honestly, the movie I'm picking is a movie that I didn't really catch a bunch as a kid, like a lot of people, but I had kind of caught bits and pieces to get the story. But this year at Christmas, I sat down to watch it because I always, every year, tell myself, I'm going to watch this movie. I'm like the only person in my age range that doesn't know it by heart and doesn't seem to love it. And I watched it and I thought to myself, this sucks. And I don't like Gremlins at all. I think that movie's overrated as shit. It's like, it's cute to be cute and it sells it on that. And that's not enough for me. I don't enjoy it at all. Oddly enough, I like the second movie. But I think the first Gremlins, man, is just a movie that doesn't do anything for me. I get that it's supposed to be funny. I get everything about it. But I look at it and I go, this one's not for me. I can't get behind it at all. I don't like the main character, Billy. I don't like Corey Feldman. I think that the rules of the Mogwai are too vague and make no sense, even under the slightest amount of scrutiny. And again, I just feel like the movie sells itself on those weird grumbles and moans that Gizmo makes, and a whole generation of kids were enamored by this cutesy, ugly thing. I grew up in the 90s, man. We had weird shit, but yeah. I don't like Gremlins. That's my take. My overrated movie is Gremlins.
No, I agree because in part 2 they even mentioned about like they make fun of the rules. Like, what happens if he has a piece of food stuck in his mouth and it comes out and he eats it after midnight? Then what? What if he's in different time zones? Like, they make fun of like those rules in part 2. I love that. And also we get Hulk Hogan in part 2. So
yeah,
that was taken out of some releases of the movie.
Really?
Yeah, like I think what I read is the early videotape releases don't have the Hulk Hogan scene. They have a different scene, like a different, not Vincent Price, but like some other actor. Like,
okay,
to them, and it's like, oh, but yeah, I'm all about that Hulk Hogan scene.
Yeah, but no, 2 was way more lighthearted and a little bit funnier, and they poked fun at the whole thing, and it was I don't know, a little bit, it was they explored that universe a little bit better than the first one. The first one was very 80s, and they wanted to do the very the monster movie in the small town and stuff, and that was it, and it was okay. It's fine.
I could have thrown E.T. into the mix as well.
E.T. works. E.T. I would be like on board. Yeah, 100% overrated movie. Even as a kid, I didn't really, because it was like right before I was born, so I didn't really see it until I was a little kid, and even then I didn't really care. As an adult, I've tried to watch the movie like once, and I'm just like, what am I fucking doing, man?
I've seen.
But Gremlins, I'll give you that one because as a kid, I remember watching Gremlins. Was like, this movie's awesome. I love Gremlins because that was like I was the age for that movie to be hitting TV and syndication in the late '80s to be taking that fucking ball and running with it. I fucking love that movie. Watched it when it was out in theaters back during the time of the COVID, and they were releasing the old movies and stuff. And I went and saw Gremlins. I was like, this is a good movie, but it's not as awesome and incredibly great as I remember it. And wait a second. And then I started playing with the rules of the Mogwai in my own head. I'm like, isn't it technically always after midnight? What's the cutoff here? And so then I'm like, maybe this movie was not as great as I thought it was. It's good, but it's not that great. But yeah, so I can see your point on that one.
And I also think the theme song is like grating, like literally grating. Like, I was like, I fucking can't stand this. Like everything about Gremlins just kicks me off, man.
No, of course. Yeah, well, I mean, I think they've made a cartoon part 3. They are making up cartoon part 3. I don't know if it's out
There's
yet or not.
supposed to be a part 3.
Yeah, so there's that. It may already be out. We just haven't watched it. Nobody cared and like to watch it or anything. So I don't know. But yeah, that's another one. That 3. Oh God.
I mean, yeah. I look. I get 100%. I do like the movie. Phoebe Cates is in it, so that automatically sells the movie to me because
she is lovely.
Even though I was way too young to understand why Phoebe Cates was such a great looking thing, as I got older, I'm like, hey, Phoebe Cates is amazing looking. But I'll even throw Fast Times at Ridgemont High in there as a movie that's overrated because
there you go.
I ended up as an adult finding it in the $5 bin or something. I was like, buying this fucking DVD. This movie's supposed to be incredible, and watch it. It was like, I mean, I get why this movie's good, but outside of Judge Reinhold being cool as shit and Phoebe, looking good and getting him out, I don't see why this movie's such a big deal.
See, I agree with you about Fast Times because Fast Times at Ridgemont High and E.T., they feel like movies that they feel like other movies, but they're missing the elements that make those movies great. So like with E.T., it's like the Goonies, but it's not cool at all. It's just kind of like lame and heartfelt, and Elliot's a pussy. And then you got Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and it's like that movie's, I think it's pretty good, but like it's missing that like John Hughes flair that makes the other high school movies from the 80s like actually great. And I get that it's different. It's meant to be a little more realistic. It deals with pregnancy and all this other shit, but I'm with you, man. I don't hate it. I just, when people go like, oh, that's the best of the decade, I go, no, it's not.
I think
there's way better teenage coming of age movies in that Ferris Bueller's Day Off. There you go.
Well, I mean, like E.T. and like, oh yeah, that's good. But yeah, E.T. and Fast Times. I think the reason that it doesn't do it for us is because they get really serious at some point, like life and death serious, or like life-changing serious, and that's the problem. Is like because Goonies like never really it touches that, but it never really like goes there.
Well, they never say die, Nick.
Exactly, but like there's always a way for them to get out.
There's the element of danger, but you never actually think that there's a chance that the kids would run into anything death-defying.
Exactly, that's the thing. Like they're like like they touch on it very very like quickly, but it's never like they're gonna fucking die. They're gonna get shot in the face. Like, that never happens. Never ever happens.
Yeah.
So
I never think the Fratellis were actually going to kill them.
Yeah, because the Fratellis are basically the Three Stooges in that movie. Like that's what it is. Like they're not going to catch them ever. So that's kind of where you
Scalapini.
Yeah. But I mean, like, yeah, that's why those movies are kind of timeless because like they're fun all the way through. They're funny all the way through. They have their little heartfelt moments here and there, which is great. But they never get they get serious on like it's like we're kids, we're kind of on this adventure, we're becoming adults. But it's never like we're gonna die. So yeah. I think that's the thing that works with those as opposed with E.T. and like Fast Times.
The only real element of danger from that movie is when Billy Crystal tries to throw the lady off the train. No, that's a different movie.
Mama! Nick, do you remember that era, like in the early 2000s, where everyone's like, The Goonies is actually a terrible movie and nobody really likes it? And then everyone's like, yeah, we do. And then,
because, it happened because they were just like, because everything was very racial and they're like, there's only one Asian kid in there. Where's the black kid? It's like, listen, calm the fuck down. Or like,
Oregon.
Yeah,
and it was Oregon in the 80s, not the 2020s.
Yeah, and even that's true. It's the 2020s. It's weird out there. It's weird out there.
There were black people though. We did see a couple black.
We did.
They do exist.
They just
We
weren't there
need
in the
that
80s.
button.
Yeah, but it's also like, well, I mean, yeah, and you know, they're like, oh, they made Data the joke. It's like they made every kid the joke. Every kid had
Yeah.
a joke.
There was a fat kid.
There was a fat
kid that
kid.
just
There was an
couldn't
Asian
shut
kid.
the
There was
fuck up.
That
there
was
was a
also
kid
the
who,
fat kid.
yeah, there was a kid who wouldn't shut the fuck up, and like, the fat kid was the Jewish kid. Like, they made fun of him. It's fine.
He's the best character. What's
Yeah.
the worst thing I ever did?
Yeah.
I love Chunk.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where it's like you take it for what it is. It's a bunch of kids who shouldn't go on this adventure, who probably should be at home eating dinner, but they didn't make it, and they might die, which they're not going to. But it's they're going to go find buried treasure.
Yeah. And then the one kid grows up to take over and kill half the universe.
After he burned his butthole bleaching it with the sun.
That's true.
Yeah.
All of those things are true. Not a single lie was stated right here.
And the kid who couldn't stop talking is a fucking asshole.
Yeah. He still can't stop talking. The problem is he makes less sense now.
Yeah. Like
He's
I
a hell
said,
of a guitar player.
oh god, like I said, I went to that convention to get his autograph. Worst autograph experience of my life.
Ascension, Millennium. Yeah, we get you, bro.
Like I'm glad I got the autograph and I fucked off. I was like, that's it. I'm done. Like I don't need his autograph ever again. Like, not gonna happen. I got it once. That's it. I'm done.
Let's check in with the audience on these overrated, underrated topics, because that's what we want, folks. We want to hear what you guys have to say. So we said our piece. Now it's time to check in with you. Let me take that timestamp so we're good on that. And our friend Xavier to God asks, is Fight Club gayer than Top Gun, Nick?
No, it's equally as gay because of I think Fight Club might be because there's more dudes in Fight Club than there are in Top Gun.
Yeah,
and also the dudes are bunking in this basement of this shitty house in like California somewhere. So like it's probably gayer, and they're probably it's gayer.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna throw out my copy of Fight Club after tonight's show. Like, I got it on Blu-ray. I'm embarrassed. I think I'm gonna take it to the con next month. Yeah, folks, a month from today, March 26th through the 29th. WCVS will be at the Lexington Comic and Toy Show. Come hang out with us. We're gonna have a great time. We're gonna bring in books. We're gonna be partying.
I can't fucking wait because it'll be the first time we're all together in the last
5 years.
5 years? Fuck, 5 years.
Wowdy's wedding is 2021, buddy.
Jesus.
There is absolutely nothing gay about shooting down commie planes. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, there's a danger zone.
That's right. You got one of the fucking greatest songs to ever come out. You got some cool shit featuring one of the greatest planes to ever be fucking flown. And commies get splashed. Yep. What more do you want?
Top Gun
titties,
is
fucking titties. We want titties, all right?
It was even if they're Kelly McGillis titties.
Sure, why not? I'll take them.
Hey, European Vacation had tits in a PG-rated movie.
True. They were in Europe. It's different.
They were in international waters. Different.
International waters. There you go.
That was classified, Jeff.
They can take a stripper out there and just look it. You saw Under Siege, right? She just did that dance on the boat randomly.
I'm sorry. When you said stripper, I just remembered the movie Very Bad Things.
Were they actually kill her in the bathroom?
That movie was such a dark comedy. Holy shit!
It's The Hangover, but better.
No, it's the opposite of The Hangover is what it is. It's exactly the opposite of The Hangover, because everything that happens in The Hangover, like, it goes bad, but like they come out ahead. Like everything kind of lines up and they're fine at the end. In Very Bad Things, everything goes to shit and it just keeps going to shit, and it's just terrible.
Those are the best types of stories.
Yeah, because like, oh man, the ending of that is fucking wild.
Folks, we won't spoil that 20-something-year-old movie, but we'll spoil Fight Club. They all die in the end, and there's an alien spaceship and a mutant fish ninja koala bear.
A drop bear. That's double Kevin Smith.
Hey, Nick, is Fight Club gayer than Freddy's Revenge?
Yes, because once again, there are more dudes in Fight Club than there are in Freddy's Revenge.
No, you look it. I agree.
I've seen Freddy's Revenge. I'm aware of like how gay it is.
he comes out of the guy's body and he goes, there is something trying to get in my body. And he goes, yeah, and her name is whatever, but you're trying to sleep here with me. The movie even acknowledges how gay it is.
It does. It does. I did love how about like 10 years ago, everyone's like, this is a really gay movie. And everyone's like, no, it's not. And then they all rewatch. It's like, yeah, you're right. It's really gay.
Jack Shoulder's like, I did not plan to make that movie that gay, but I
No,
did.
he didn't. He didn't. Like, when you were seeing him in the interviews, he's like, how did this happen? It's like, I don't know, man.
Clue Gallagher knew. Listen to his interviews when he talks about that movie. I was like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
All right, so Georgian has is overrated film, and I agree with this one. Titanic.
100%.
Some rich harlot throws away her gilded life and gets freaky with a bum that turns into an icicle. Denies her heirs a $250 million fortune by throwing a necklace into the sea. That must have been a good lay.
I mean,
I hate Titanic.
I thought it was a terrible movie 29 years ago. People were all like grandiose about it. I got to see it because me and somebody went and saw The Wedding Singer.
Oh,
And
great
then-
movie.
Instead of leaving the movie theater like you're supposed to, we went a couple of theaters down to watch Titanic as it was about to start. Sat through all that fucking shit because I thought, hey, this girl I'm with is cool. Maybe I'll get to touch a boob, and I'm 14, and this excites me. I'll sit through this movie if it makes things work out. Guess what happened? It didn't work out. But that movie was boring as shit. The best part of the movie is when the guy falls off the back and hits the propeller. I will go to my grave about that one.
He did.
Brandon and I wore off his fucking parents' VHS tape of that scene because we just kept going back and
because
forth.
like he makes an audible dong like sound. It's like shit. Oh,
Yeah,
It's
he's
the only time that movie has action in it either.
And he's
Yeah.
falling normal. And then he hits the propeller and immediately fucking cartwheels off of it. It's just the best part of the entire fucking movie. I hope that didn't actually happen to somebody because that would be a horrible way to fucking die. But
yeah.
even leaving the theater after watching that, I was like, that was such a shitty movie. I get that it was cool to resurrect this fucking fabled boat that didn't make it across the ocean once. And even as a kid, I'm like, why the hell would she throw that really expensive fucking jewel away? And why is she all worried about fucking what I called him Ricardo DiCaprio at the time? And I was like, why would she care about him? She had a life after that guy. And then, I had these epiphanies as a fucking child. I don't understand why these women and other people cannot figure that out either. It's like you bang some dude in a fucking car in a boat. And then you wouldn't even get your fat ass over to let him back up on the door. There was plenty of space on the door for both of you.
Hey, Kendo, the
bitch.
best thing about the Titanic propeller guy is the fact that he had a life vest on. He thought he was escaping.
Even better.
He fucking ended himself. I'm watching it right now.
So basically his brain splattered across the fucking like propeller and then he just like tumbleweeded down 100 feet and smacked into the water.
He hits his legs and spins. So here's what probably happened. He broke his legs on impact.
That's even worse. That's even worse.
Spun out. His body went into shock. He couldn't move his legs and he probably just drowned.
Yeah, because if he hit his legs or any part of his spine that hard, which that sound probably means that he's like he's paralyzed from the waist down. Couldn't swim, died in that water.
That's all right. Hey, one positive takeaway from that movie: Billy Zane's in it. So there you go.
Billy Zane,
Yeah.
Fucking love Billy Zane.
He was the only real good character in the entire fucking movie.
Yeah.
I'm glad I could help you. Feel free. That was fun meeting Billy Zane twice now.
Yeah.
Georgian, thank you for being a member for 36 months. It's a long time, Georgian. We appreciate each and every one of those. Dillybod says nothing is original. All your franchises are gay and cool at the same time. Congratulations for consuming product.
You, sir, have won the internet.
I feel like I should bring out my They Live cup that says like consumer coffee on it. I forget what it says.
Just says, should say drink me.
I think it says like consume on it or whatever.
Buy, consume, repeat.
Yeah, buy, consume, procreate or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah, reproduce.
Reproduce is what it is. Yeah.
That's such a great movie.
Such a great movie.
Now, if anybody came on here and said it's overrated, I would question their intelligence and then mute them. But
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
you don't get to talk.
They Live's a great movie, but it is pretty overrated. I mean, that whole fight scene, all drawn out. Gee. Yeah, we want to watch two guys fit.
It took them 3 days to shoot that. 3 days.
I will say, not only is that fight scene great because it took them that long and it was fucking meticulous as shit, the fact that South Park parodied it, but did it completely fucking faithfully shows you how great of a fight scene that is.
Oh, and also Keith David is getting his Walk of Fame star.
Good.
Oh, good. It can get shit on by bums.
Yeah, I know. That story used to mean something. Now it's, unfortunately doesn't mean a lot. So
That's why everybody gets into acting, man, to have their name desecrated by the homeless.
blame Gavin Newsom, right?
Hey, he's busy telling like people that he's, black people, he's just like them. He can't read either because apparently that's the best way to reach out to a community.
Oh
Dude,
my God.
Speaking of the black community, how crazy was that Tourette shit?
I kept
That
saying
was the
it.
funniest story I've
I
ever heard.
kept saying it, but they're I love that there's no repercussions for the guy. It's like, oh, he has Tourette's. Like, okay, so once he has Tourette's, he's that word is just fair game. So I can say it and just say I have Tourette's, then I'm like, I won't get beat up.
Nick's like, I want to get diagnosed with Tourette's just so I can run around and scream racial slurs at people.
I mean, I can do it in Atlanta. Not, you guys wouldn't see me after a couple of days, though, for sure.
No, do it with me. I'll protect you. I'll be like Tom Cruise, and you're like Dustin Hoffman.
What you did, you fill out like a piece of paper that you got laminated, and it just says, he can use that word, signed Jeff.
Yeah. He gets a pass.
It's
This
like in
guy.
the Joker when he's laughing
Yeah.
on the bus, and he just hands the lady the card. Yeah,
Talk about a film that fell off quickly after its first installment. That
Yeah,
thing
no
did.
No. Yeah, that's what happens. It's hard to follow up a lightning in the bottle movie with a second one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if you do include Lady Gaga.
Fuck.
Overkill 161. Misplaced Naval Ordnance Theater presents When Harry Met Torpedo. Last Torpedo in Paris and Torpedo's Day Out. Button 82, gents. I like Torpedo's Day Out.
I remember that movie. That's a fun movie.
The Real Baby's Day Out, man. You talk about a paycheck movie.
Yeah, for sure. And then I remember, I think 10 years later they tried making a Baby's Day Out 2, and it was just terrible. It was even worse. So
Wouldn't he be just 10-year-old's Day Out?
No, it's another kid, and it's done just done 10 years later. It's like you couldn't do like these back to back.
You know what else sucked from that era was Dunstan Checks In.
God, yeah,
The
animal slash
an animal had to be in it.
the animal slash like monkey movies or why?
Air Bud.
Air Bud's the only one that gets a pass.
Really? I mean,
hold on.
I love that dog.
Okay. That was an okay movie. Air Bud was an all right movie.
What was what's the one with the three animals, the two dogs and the cat? What's that?
Homeward Bound?
Oh yeah, Homeward Bound. That's good.
Nobody listening to us right now, go look up the behind the scenes backstory of Homeward Bound.
You're thinking of Milo and
Otis.
No. Homeward Bound is what I'm thinking of, because that one, Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Because if you look up the backstory on how that all got made and how many animals they went through, it is horrifying.
I still think you're thinking of Milo and Otis.
That's where they would throw the cats off the fucking mountain and film it. That was horrible.
Yeah, that happened in Homeward Bound because remember Homeward Bound, they had to battle the bear, right?
I think that was Milo and Otis.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Homeward Bound had a bear.
No, I think Homeward Bound they do encounter a bear, but that's a Disney movie that made in the 90s. And Milo and Otis was like a Japanese production, but they just dubbed over.
Yeah.
Homeward Bound was the same thing, right? They even did
Fox in it.
They even did Homeward Bound 2.
Yeah, Lost in San Francisco or something.
God. Yeah, because Homeward Bound, the original one, is the family goes on vacation and Michael J. Fox dog goes chasing off after something, and the other dog and cat go to get him back because the family's going to leave, and the family leaves without him. And then they find their way back home, Homeward Bound. Milo and Otis was totally different, and that was the one where as a child, I saw it was like such a heartwarming movie. I love dogs and cats. And then I got older and I read about Milo and Otis, and I'm like, holy shit, that is horrifying. I'd never want to look at that movie again. And yeah, you're thinking of Milo and Otis. Where there was a bunch of terrible shit happening behind the scenes with the dogs and the cats.
Okay, because I remember like one of those movies like that where the animals are on like this journey, like they had to go through several like dogs and cats because they kept.
Yeah, that was Milo and Otis. Homeward Bound was a Disney film, which, again, we're not going to say that Disney is not above reproach when it comes to possibly doing inhumane shit, but I feel like I would have heard about that. I do. Hang on, let's take it to the Geminis. The Gemini knows what's going on.
Well, while you get the Gemini, I'm going to give Overkill his button.
You don't believe in the Force, do you?
I've seen a lot of strange stuff, but I've never seen anything to make me believe there's one all-powerful force controlling everything.
Oh, that one was too short. Hold on. Let's give you a better one. Overkill 161. Here you go.
Oh, the good old Russians.
And you know what? One more, just because you're cool.
Get what you fucking deserve.
Oh my gosh!
That fucking motorcycle. That fucking motorcycle.
I've got the facts here, and just the facts, ma'am. It talks about, like, unfortunately, the history of cinema has several dark chapters regarding treatment of animals. We're not going to get into Ben-Hur, Jesse James, Heaven's Gate. The Adventures of Milo and Otis, 1986. While beloved by many as a childhood classic, rumors have long circulated that dozens of kittens and puppies were killed or injured during the production in Japan. While the production denied these claims, the lack of third-party oversight at the time left the allegations unresolved. The Hobbit also got hit with this stuff too, but we're not going to go into that. And then I asked, but what about Homeward Bound? And it says, when it comes to the 1993 Disney classic Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey, you can breathe a sigh of relief. Unlike some of the horror stories from old Hollywood, this production is generally considered a success story in animal welfare, and Nick is a fucking moron.
I'm sorry. All the animals look alike to me. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, dogs, cats, they're all the same, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
My cat looked like a lizard. Fuck it.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So Georgian, thank you very much for your generous super chat. So Georgian says, Fast and the Furious franchise. How the hell did it go from street racing thieves going for CRT TVs and VCRs to super spy antics? Yeah, Universal followed the money. Thank you, Latinos, but come on.
That's because your homeboy died. That's why. Once he died, they didn't go anywhere else. They're just like, okay, fine. Super secret spies who can race cars and save the world because why not?
Remember, they started with him when they did the fifth one with The Rock. Paul Walker was still alive, and they were doing like international crime with that vault. Remember, they had to like
that fucking
race.
Vault. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. You know what? This is like. So, Georgian, we're not done talking about your stuff, but we'll definitely use this to talk about our next segment about franchises that need to die. This might pop up on that list. But when I was a kid and the Fast and Furious was new, I thought it was the coolest thing on the planet. I remember I paid to go see Tomb Raider. I hated it, so I snuck out. I just walked out of Tomb Raider, and I went and sat at Fast and Furious, and I loved it. I never had one, but I wanted one of those damn tuner cars. I played Need for Speed Underground, all that shit. I was into that culture. I thought it was cool. And I followed both of those movies. And then the third one, no. But the fourth one, yeah. I guess I just grew up with it. I was like, okay, I bought it. Like, okay, yeah, they're criminals. Now they're working for the FBI. Now they're working for Spectre or some bullshit like that. Like,
because Kurt Russell comes in and is like some crazy super secret, like
he's Snake Plissken. He's just like,
yeah, he's Snake Plissken, but his eye got better, and like he takes he's like, oh, I need you for a mission, basically is what he does, and like he helps him out too, or puts him on a mission or something, which is just wild. So,
they're criminals. They got nothing to lose, Nick. They're really good drivers. That means they're qualified to fly airplanes and detonate bombs over ice and shit.
So if they're criminals who they hire, so it's kind of like a broke dick Triple X.
Yeah, Vin's like, look, I got a contract with Universal. I got to do Triple X and Fast and Furious. What if we just blended it together? Okay. Throw a little Chronicles of Riddick in there too. I'm done. I'm out of the contract.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
I'll make you 100 more Fast
Vin
and
Diesel's
Furious.
Vin Diesel's too old to fucking do 3 pull-ups. Okay, he needs to stop.
You should have just stopped with Vin Diesel's too old. The man is past his prime. He's been bald for 30 years.
He's been bald
looks
for
like
30
he hasn't
years.
aged. But it's like he's like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Sunset, man. Every once in a while. Perfect.
Yeah, he needs to. Yeah, he just needs to fuck off. Like you've done your movies, man. Just stop.
So let's keep on track with the franchises that need to go, because look, Hollywood is greedy. They're lame. They do the same shit over and over again. But what they seem to do more than anything else is produce countless sequels for franchises that us, the audience, have been over for a long time. Now, one of the ones that is over, thankfully, but I wanted to die maybe after its second film, was fucking Resident Evil, man. That was a franchise that was just so dumb. But for my official one, I'm picking a franchise that seems dead, but they keep announcing that they're making more films. And so I know that they need to stop making the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. That franchise needs to die. Pirates of the Caribbean is so past its prime. Hell, even with Johnny Depp, those movies had fallen apart. But you're trying to make one with a rebooted character, some new lady captain, so you can cash in on the brand name. You guys remember Ocean's 11? Yes, you do. But do you remember Ocean's 8? Not really. Do you remember half of these movies we talk about? No, they're afterthoughts, they're footnotes, they're jokes, they're punchlines. If you make any more movies for the Pirates of the Caribbean, you're just going to make a punchline to a terrible joke. Like, hey, what's the lowest grossing film in the franchise history? Pirates of the Caribbean 6. So, like, that's it. I think that shit needs to die. What about you guys?
Yeah, I mean, they had their run. They were okay. It was just diminishing returns after I think like the second one. Like that was it. And then they shouldn't have gone any further. Like they basically took the ride they've had in their park for I don't know 30 years or so. And like let's make a movie out of this. And that was it. They just went on and made up some shit. So
well, what I meant was, what's a franchise for you that needs to die, like today?
Shit. Oh fuck. Jason needs to die. I know we're getting a show in December, but it really needs to die. Like it just honestly just don't it needs to be like Back to the Future. Do a retrospective every now and again, come out, like show them in theaters whenever it's their time, or it's like, Friday the 13th or whatever, that's fine, but like kill, just no more. Absolutely no more. And another one I'll say is also Hellraiser. Hellraiser needs to die as well too. Okay. Yeah, Hellraiser, like they had the female one that came out like a couple of years ago on Hulu, which was fine. It was okay. And even then before that, they were trying to scrape by making one every 7 years because they wanted to keep the rights. Those were terrible. I think the first like 4 were like the best ones, and that's even like reaching. Because they become like after I think from the second one on, they become like full moon films.
Yeah, pretty much.
So there's that. But man, geez, like a lot of horror stuff needs to like after the third one in a trilogy of horror movies, like it just needs to stop. There needs to be like a thing there where it's like, okay, no more. It's had 3, that's it. Like especially with Terrifier. God, Terrifier is another one. I'm not gonna go into that. But those are my 2. I'll say those are my 2.
Kendo, what do you got?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say any and all franchises that are existing right now need to die, because we've gotten to the point where you can't just have a movie and a sequel or a threequel or anything like that. We're at the point where we have to fucking make everything a franchise, and it doesn't fucking work anymore. Because as Nick pointed out, after about the second or third movie, you kind of you run out of like ideas, I guess. Because at first when we were talking about this, based on what you sent, I thought, we're canceling an entire franchise. I would even go out on a limb to cancel the Star Wars franchise, because even though and blink it out of existence. Because while they gave us two of the greatest movies you could watch and a very, very good movie, everything after that has been mid to just fucking cancer incarnate. So it just needs to just go away forever. But I would say any and all franchises. If you're like, hey, we've made a couple of these movies, we should keep this franchise, or go, no, you shouldn't. You should go and look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm not the producer I think I am. Brick yourself right in the face and then go and try to find something different and new and something fresh. Because as Nick said about the horror stuff, like any horror movie franchise needs to stop. No more Freddy's, no more Jason's, no more reboots, no more reimaginings, no more fucking Halloweens, no more anything. Just stop it with the fucking franchise movies. You need new shit. We need new things. We want more stuff. If you come out with a movie that is great, fantastic. Sequel that shit. If the sequel sucks, stop making those movies.
Yeah. And I know you had a great coverall about anything that's currently a franchise, but two I want to throw in that are legacy franchises. Stop making Jurassic Park and stop making Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters is a franchise about 4 specific dudes. You can't keep, but what about their kids? Who gives a fuck about their kids? But what about their grandkids? Don't give a shit about them either.
Don't care.
What about the boyfriend of the kid who could date the girl? I don't give a shit. Look, I get it. You all want to be Ghostbusters. You want to run in jumpsuits. Great. Run around in jumpsuits. Stop making the movies, okay? One of the Ghostbusters passed away many years ago. You can't tell a good Ghostbuster story without Egon. You even had to CGI him in for Afterlife to have an emotional core. But, like, let that shit go. Every dude that's out there in his parka taking Ghostbusters pictures, have fun, man. Go do you forever. I want you to have the best time possible because I love Ghostbusters. But for fuck's sake, it's gotta go. It's done. Like never. Just sunset it.
I agree. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I meant that for like franchises and legacy ones. Stop making new movies from old properties. Just stop. And
I had to specifically say the Ghostbusters one because I'm bombarded with, well, what about the next Ghostbusters? What can we do? It's like there's nothing to do.
Nothing.
Frozen Empire was one of those movies that was like, hey, we're back after we revitalized the franchise. What do we got? Nothing. Frozen Empire is terrible.
Yeah, because I mean, even you know the one before that where they were going back to Gozer and that whole thing. It's like you could have done anything else. Why go back to the same ghost from the first movie? You could have done anything else original, but you had to go back to Gozer and that bullshit. Like, why?
It's like poetry, Nick. It rhymes.
You got a point there. But still, like, you could have picked any other ghost, any other artifact, anything else, and just gone with it. But Gozer. Gotcha. Sure.
Yeah, aim for the flat top.
Yeah.
I will say the chick that act like her in the newer one was really hot. So
wasn't Olivia Wilde?
It was Olivia Wilde, yeah.
Yeah, she was hot in Tron Legacy.
Yeah,
that's another franchise that they shouldn't have dug up. Oh my god, it was horrible.
There's a reason why these properties have gone dormant for decades. It's because the juice isn't worth the squeeze. But for some reason,
hold on, wait. What did you say again? One more time.
The juice isn't worth the squeeze.
The juice. Okay, the juice. I thought it was something else. I'm sorry.
Anyway, so but yes,
I was trying to clarify because like my headphones were bad for a second. I was making sure you were saying juice. You know, like OJ, like OJ or something. Like, you know, juice.
Yes, like that. I mean, we talked about the new Naked Gun movie and we all really liked it, but at the same time, was it necessary to make that movie? No. But did it work out? Was it a good movie? Yeah. Do I feel like I want to watch as much as I want to watch the other ones? No. But that's just kind of where we're at. Like stuff that's like dormant. Going back, like stuff like Batman or Superman, these things are like timeless stuff. That's different. But where you're taking like this entire like genre of like Lethal Weapons, or even at this point now, fucking James Bond movies, Indiana Jones, all that stuff. Just stop fucking making those movies because we don't need them. Most of that stuff stopped after the second or third movie for a fucking reason. Ghostbusters was one movie. Then they begrudgingly kind of made a second one, and it worked. It's not that great. I love it, but I can tell you that it's not that great. Then they made that video game that was fucking amazing, and that was like Ghostbusters 3, and we're good with that. And it's like, we don't need anything else after that. Same thing with like the Predator movies. The first Predator was awesome. Second Predator, It's okay. I don't really like it, but I know people that do for some reason, and I don't
Neon.
grudge them for that because it's sort of a serviceable movie, I guess. And then after that, you get nothing good out of it. Say they like the Alien franchise. You got a couple of really good movies, and then you get nothing out of it. So it's like Rambo is maybe the only one where every movie is awesome, but that's only because of the obscene violence of Sylvester Stallone killing people that you can say.
Is Rambo
yeah,
3 actually awesome though?
I mean, up until the end where we thank the wonderful Mujahideen fighters to stand up against the Soviets, and only for that to come back and bite us in the ass 13 years later.
Oh, God.
Just like The Living Daylights is hard to watch. Not really,
Yeah.
but hey, we do team up with them.
Yeah, but at the same, enemy of my enemy is my friend at that point. The Soviets were the bigger bad guys of the whole spiel. But I mean, I'm not saying Rambo 3 is a great movie, but it's not terrible. Rocky, you can't say that for. The first 4 movies are great. The 5th one, nobody even talks about that existing.
Yep. Rocky 5000.
Yeah.
It's funny how Stallone will try to defend that movie. And I'm like, listen, man, you have made some great movies. You've also made Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Rocky 5 is closer to Stop or My Mom Will Shoot than it is anything
Be
else
fair.
in pornography.
Stop or My Mom Will Shoot wasn't that bad if you were a kid and you were watching it and you were at the drive-in watching it because you were there to see another movie that was coming on after that one. I can't remember which one that was. That was 1992, I think. Trying to remember. I know I saw Arachnophobia teamed up with Kindergarten Cop, I believe, at a
That's a
drive-in.
weird combination.
I know. Or maybe that was the one that was on before Arachnophobia, but I think Arachnophobia came out first. I don't know. All I know is I saw Jurassic Park at the drive-in too before they closed it all down and the world went to hell.
The worst and last drive-in experience I had was a double feature. It was Terminator 3 and Charlie's Angels 2.
Oh, God.
Yikes.
Yeah.
No wonder it went out of business.
That was 23 years ago, and I'm still bothered by that.
Oh, man.
Those were some fucking clunkers.
Terminator 3.
I'm trying to think, what the hell was
I
it?
will say, that's another franchise that needs to absolutely die. Terminator. Like you had
Yes.
you had 2 great ones. Leave it alone. Leave it. Even the show was pretty good that came out afterwards. Leave it alone. Just be
Oh, or
done
she
with it.
turns into a urinal to kill the guy?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Shirley Manson of the garbage fame. I am out there to support new movies. And, like you said, Kendo, a classic adapting something like that, that's a different story. But I think the last, I don't know, I'll just say 20 years, they've just overdone franchises. They ran them into the ground, and now the game has changed in the way we consume movies. And I think you're just stuck with a generation of people that only know franchises, and they'll just only support recognizable
You're not.
things.
I mean, Jeff, you're not kidding, because I mean, like we've all been to horror cons, in the last few years. I mean, we've been doing the show, but we've all encountered those people who are just like hardcore, like nothing but 80s horror or nothing but like this one franchise is like the one they live for, and it's just like, we get it. Calm down.
Look, it VHS is your identity. We understand. You wear it. I'm going there, Nick. I'm doing the fucking rant. You got
do it. Get on your soapbox, goddammit. Do it.
I'm already 6'5". I don't need a soapbox. But fuck it, anyway. You got your battle vests with your patches and your chains. You don't buy anything, but you walk around. Yeah, we know who you are. We're watching. I don't miss horror cons at all.
No, because I think we've done comic book conventions and people actually have money and buy. They actually care.
Honestly, beyond that, it's just the people at the comic shows are really friendly. Like they're like, "Hey
Oh, yeah.
guys, what's up?" And we're like, "Hey man, what's up?" And then we just meet new friends.
No, of course, unless you run into a purple hair triceratops on a fucking scooter.
Oh yeah, you know what? Let's go give her an autographed copy of Wokebusters this year.
Dude, I'll tell you what, you and me or somebody in Dion, like some combination of us will go give it to her.
Yeah, but not Kendo, because it'll be considered a racial attack, even though she's
Exactly.
white.
Yeah, somehow I will have committed some kind of like crime.
He'll commit some kind of international atrocity or something. It's fine.
You know what? No, it'll be in Kentucky. They don't play that bullshit in Kentucky.
That's also true.
They'll just take the land whale out back and shoot her.
You mean harpooner?
Yeah,
Dude, she was on a rascal the whole fucking weekend.
Wow, so she should be easy to hit. You don't have to lead those that much.
No, you don't. It's like it was the funniest shit. I swear to God. Oh my God.
I'm so glad she had time to tell us how offended she was on behalf of Black. Like, thank you, Grace Randolph, in the making. You heard about that this week, right?
No, what happened?
I heard, but I didn't delve into it.
Oh, dude, I will give you a quick Grace Randolph update. So Grace, the guy at the BAFTAs with Tourette's that shouted out, the words
Nubian.
towards Nubian towards the actors. Was it Delroy Lindo and Michael A. Jordan? Anyway, she got offended on Black people's behalf and said that only the guy with Tourette's, he had hate in his heart and he knew those words anyway, so it was malicious and it doesn't matter. And essentially, he's an asshole and should go away for it.
Oh my God, white liberal women are the fucking worst.
Well, she apparently comes from money, so
that's even worse.
That explains even more.
Worse, even worse. Oh God, even worse.
Just that kind of those hot takes from that corner of the world never cease to amaze me. It's like you can't keep your mouth shut, and I know you're going to say something stupid, so let me just make fun of it with you or at you. I don't care.
Yeah.
But I'm going to release a clip of that tomorrow from the Tuesday night show because Aaron has worked with Grace Randolph and knew her directly. So.
Oh God! Please, please
please tag it up for the clicks, or is she really that fucking batshit?
Well, she comes from money.
No, never
mind. Listen. Unless she's dating a Black dude with a dashiki, like. No,
dashikis are too far, man. Do-rags are where it's at.
There you go.
Yeah.
Captain Do-rag.
Even now that's too much. The Utes have taken to wearing these like sleeve things on their head they call skis, and they will walk into class. I'm like, dude, you're not allowed to wear socks on your head in school. Like, they get all offended when I sit, and I'm like, dude, it looks like you're walking around with a sock on your head. Stop it.
Wait,
why?
Are they wearing the pantyhose across their face like they're gonna rob somebody? Is that what's happening?
No, they're just it's like those compression sleeves you see the athletes and stuff wearing nowadays.
Yeah.
They're like a small version of those that just go on your head to cover your hair. And I'm like, guys, you can't wear socks on your head in school because they try to say, well, I'm not wearing a hat. I'm not wearing a beanie. I can wear it. I'm like, no, you're still wearing something on your head. Stop it. And I keep telling them, I'm like, dude, it looks like you're either cut the sleeve off of a shirt to put on your head or you're wearing a sock on your head. You look goofy. And then like wearing your headphones like this.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
Is a fashion statement now. And I keep telling them like, dude, take your tiara off. I called one kid a pretty princess the other day with his tiara and his sock on his head. And he got very big mad at me.
Good.
Yeah, I'm
like,
really
upset. I was like, are you going to go home and tell your parents that I made fun of you for dressing that way? They're probably going to agree.
I wish Dion was here to tell us how. Oh, but what we did growing up was worse. No, it wasn't. Like we made fun of the people that dress like that too. Everyone's like, yeah, but you guys had Jenko jeans. Like,
yeah,
I never met a single person that wore those that wasn't an asshole. Like,
100%.
The worst we ever did was to try to look cool was wear our shirts on backwards like crisscross, and that lasted about a day.
Yeah. It was
before
about,
my time.
It was about a day, and then everyone called everyone who did that retarded, and then like they never did it again.
Or
never
worse.
Again. Or worse, yeah. Or like the long socks with your short shoes or your shorts on like that, that's what ankle socks were invented.
Yeah.
See, all of our trends were to fill a need in the marketplace. They want to sell you cheaper, smaller socks at a higher price.
And that's how capitalism was born, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, in the 90s, over socks. I can't wait till I publish my thesis on the great sock trade of 1997. Nick, it's going to be a game changer. You're never going to need to make a franchise.
It's going to be in Forbes this year, I swear.
Yeah.
Hey, I will say, dude, I used to have socks like the white socks like that with the gray bottoms and everything like that. That was my jam until one day I bought a pair of socks that only went up right above my ankle, and I've never looked back. I'm like, I cannot
Same.
wear socks that high up anymore.
Same.
I don't wear white socks anymore. They get too dirty, so I wear the black socks, and
Same.
I don't go back. Because once you go black socks, you don't go back.
It's true. Maybe if Chicago changed their name, shit would be better in that city.
I don't know. I still don't think that's going to help.
Yeah, the Black Sox sounds like the Black Hawks. So,
well, they were nicknamed that about 100-something years ago, but it was totally unSox related.
Folks, could you tell us some Sox-related facts in the chat? We are hungry for more.
Yeah, and it can be about actual socks, the Red Sox, the White Sox, Sox the cat.
Yeah, Bobby Sox, like a dance.
Yeah, or even Steve Sachs because you spelled it wrong.
Grace Randolph is a woman whose neurons rarely fire at all. They went off in a. Oh my god, I love this. Look at the
Mr. Bones. You have now won the internet for the night.
Yeah.
She her voice is like nails on a chalkboard to me. I cannot hear her say anything. Like it's just no, can't do it. As soon as I see her face pop up on the screen, I'm like, no, I'm done. Sorry, turn it off now.
Yeah, Grace Randolph is an insta click off. It's like, this chick.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yeah, she's useless.
She is. She's not the expert, Mark.
Oh man.
So
what's our next topic?
Well, we're gonna move into the lightning round in a minute. Let me check in with the audience now because we're getting close to the end of the show. We're at the 96-minute mark, folks. So hit that thumbs up button. Let YouTube know that you enjoy this content, but do it for us. That's all we ask. Not much, just a click and some time to hang out and spread some world-class bullshit together. We appreciate that, folks. So Georgian, Resident Evil is a franchise that essentially Paul W.S. Anderson is gloating that he bangs Mila Jovovich, not holding hope for the new project. And shut up, Anderson. You clearly never played a Resident Evil game. Yeah. Those movies are hard to watch, dude.
They are. Even the first ones are difficult, and then once again, like I love how we had like the first one, Raccoon, like and things go nuts in Raccoon City, then all of a sudden it goes to like post-apocalypse. Like what? Like it just jumps around. It's crazy, but they were never good. And how that guy kept convincing Hollywood to make, I think because those movies did really good overseas is why they kept like making money and people kept making them. So that's why it happened.
I can get that little blue flag and mark myself safe from ever having watched a Resident Evil movie.
You're lucky.
Oh, good for you.
You're really lucky.
I played the games. The games were fun as shit for a while.
That's fine. But yeah, the movies, man. Jeez. Yeah.
They're the type of movie that if I watched it on an airplane, I'd walk off the airplane before finishing the movie. Like I saw theaters and like I tell you all the time that Joel owes me money. That's why, because I paid to see like Resident Evil 6.
This is why Jeff always gets an exit seat in case the movie comes on. He can just be like, nope, out.
Yep. Bye. See you later. Thanks. I hate it. No, the Resident Evil franchise could definitely, just every part of the Resident Evil franchise. Like Silent Hill made a comeback earlier this year, and I had to look that up. I completely forgot that Silent Hill came back out.
No, yeah, because Silent Hill 2, like Silent Hill 1 was pretty good. Silent Hill 2 was like an asylum level movie. Like it was so poorly done. It was so fucking poorly done. It was terrible.
The first Silent Hill lives up there as one of the better video game movies, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was really good. It has a lot of creepy elements, and like it was a pretty damn good movie. But yeah, the part 2 they made, I think like 5 years after the fact, was fucking terrible. It was so bad.
The part where the barbed wire goes up the lady's hoo-hoo and bisects her in the church, that is one of the coolest pieces of cinema I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Man, now I gotta see if that's streaming anywhere. If not, Nick, I'm gonna have to have you help me acquire a copy of Silent Hill. It's the only Sean Bean movie that he survives in.
That's true. That's true. I think that's his contract where he has to like die or die brutally every fucking movie.
GoldenEye is still his best death. I mean,
he technically dies twice in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Gets dropped from the cradle, and then as he's laying there paralyzed, the burning rubble falls on his face.
I like it. I like his death in Equilibrium too. That's pretty good too.
Oh yeah, he gets shot by Christian Bale. That's an underrated movie. That
Through the
people
book.
actually- yeah.
Through the book. Like he sits there and Christian Bale's like, if you've never seen Equilibrium, folks, this is a fucking great
Jeez,
movie.
so
Dystopian
fucking
thing.
good.
And they he is a person that can feel things because they take this fucking dopamine shit to keep themselves from having feelings. Kind of like what people do in the Pacific Northwest. And he's reading this book, and Christian Bale's like, I have to execute you because you are a sense offender. And he just looks at him. He's like, you wouldn't actually do it, because he can tell that Christian Bale is starting to think thoughts and stuff too, and starting to waver on his, morals or whatever. And he just kind of raises the book up between the gun and Christian Bale and himself, like, do it, I dare you. And he shoots him through the. I don't even remember what book it is, but it's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Blaze Sith points out he did live through National Treasure as well.
Oh
He
yeah,
did,
nobody
yeah.
dies in those movies. They just
Yeah,
get
that's
really
true.
big
That's
boo-boos.
true. But no, Equilibrium is like that's
Go
super
watch it
underrated.
today.
Super underrated. Go fucking watch it. Really good. I
Should
feel
I
like
watch it after the show?
yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like I feel like Equilibrium and Gattaca are like have the same aesthetic.
Yeah, and Equilibrium is really good pace. Like you'll sit down and start watching it, and within like a half hour, 45 minutes, you're like, geez, this movie's already halfway over. It just keeps moving. It's great. It's well paced and well done. And yeah, it was a fucking good movie. It was the first movie I saw Christian Bale in since he was in American Psycho, which would make sense because of the fact that he made that like right after American Psycho. But that's what put him on the map for me, not the fucking dragon movie he did with what's his nuts.
Oh yeah, Rain of Fire.
Rain of Fire. Yeah, that one I like. That one was really crazy.
Not to be mistaken with Reign Over Me, starring Don Cheadle and Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
That's the 9/11 movie, right?
Yes.
All right.
Sure, why not?
11 movie.
Oh,
Never
that reminds
saw
me. I got a funny story to tell you about that topic. I'll as soon as we're off air.
Yeah, sorry, folks. That's not going to be for the members tonight. You don't get our 9/11 humor. I guess the youths do. But so, Georgian, thank you very much for both your very generous super chats tonight. Xavier God says, okay, at least Friday the 13th deserves a 13th film.
On
Yep.
on one condition. It has to be Jason through time. That's the only way that's going to happen. Jason through time. That's it. I don't care how the time machine works or how those physics work. It just has to happen that way. That's it.
I just want Jason. I wanted to make a period piece Jason comedy where it's very self-aware. It knows what it is. And it's like in the vein of like part 6, where it just goes up to 11 and it isn't trying to be super serious or scary or, oh, the lore of Pamela Voorhees. And you know the story. Okay. I just want to watch Jason slice up people and, naked counselors, stuff like that.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Our friend Kaiju Expertal says, as much as I love Jurassic Park movies, they need to either go whole hog on the hybrid stuff or actually make a horror movie, Killer Dinos on the mainland. Yeah, or are you telling me you don't like them to find another island where they can be secluded and not have to deal with that problem like they did in The Lost World almost 30 years ago?
That's true. And also you think the Chinese wouldn't pick up on that and try to bring them back to their lab and make them into crazy super monsters and try to push them onto Taiwan or something.
Oh no, Taiwan's been invaded by raptors. Shit. I didn't see that on my 2026 bingo card, Nick.
I mean, it's on mine, and I think it's gonna happen.
I got asteroid.
I got asteroid.
not
Does
raptors.
anybody have aliens finally coming? Alien first contact? Anybody have that?
No, they would have landed during the Epstein files, Nick, to distract us.
That's
So I guess they're not real.
That's true. Oh my god.
No, but just Jurassic Park is a great first movie. The second one is just okay. And then
well, at least at least in the second one, the dinosaur does touch mainland. There's that.
oh yeah, the T-Rex makes it to LA, right?
Yeah, at least that happens because the other one, all the other ones doesn't seem like the dinosaurs ever really, that doesn't actually happen. So,
I mean, that's fair.
yeah,
Well, look, the one with Scarlett Johansson and that random dude was a movie. It made money. It's on streaming, and that's enough. I'm not gonna watch it.
Speaking on streaming, Equilibrium is on Hulu, and I think it's everywhere. You probably even find it on like Tubi.
Well, I'm gonna watch it on Paramount Plus after the show, Nick.
I think it's on there too, so you should be fine. But yeah, definitely check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Well, if only I could find my TV remote, I would watch it in here, but I'll go watch it in my bedroom. So, when Kendo gets back, we're going to do some lightning round stuff tonight to spice things up a little bit, and then we're going to close out the show tonight, folks, around the 2-hour mark. So we're in our final 15 minutes. We're making that announcement. We're like that band that sings closing time. So, something, your whiskey and beer. And I don't know who you want to take home or who wants to take you home. I don't care. You're at home. You're watching this show. Wouldn't it be funny, though, if people actually did gather up to watch this, like, at a bar? They're like, hey, it's Thursday night. We're all here. Put on the show. That'd be fucking cool.
If we ever find out and that actually happens, we have to go to that bar and do a live show.
Oh, yeah. We'll go. We'll broadcast anywhere you guys want us, folks. Like the base of a volcano, active or not.
The base of a volcano.
And now for something
live
totally
from
different.
Mount St. Helens.
Yeah, I heard there's one in Yellowstone National Park. We could probably go broadcast from. I don't think it's going to erupt anytime soon.
We should just do a live stream where we're waiting for it to erupt. Like, folks, we are not leaving this location until this volcano erupts. It's like a 7-year stream. We're like, fuck!
Yeah, it's going to happen now or like 500 years from now.
Kendo's kid grows up. He's like, where's my dad? And Mom's like, serving a nobler cause.
Yeah. Taking up residence in Yellowstone.
He'd be there with us. I was like, now we're going to teach you about sedimentary rocks.
Sedimentary rock.
Oh, all right. So, Kendo, now that you're back, it's time for some lightning round questions. I'm gonna do these per person, and then we'll go back to the next guy instead of doing like you this and you that. So, okay. So this is just a couple of random ones for tonight. I'm going to work these in, and I'm going to try not to repeat them ever again. Sorry, Dion, you don't get to answer these lightning round questions. So, Kendo, you're up first. Just answer the question. You don't have to give an explanation.
Okay.
Who's the most overrated director?
Tarantino.
What is the most overrated movie sequel?
Oh, shit. Spider-Man 2.
What is a popular 80s film that doesn't hold up at all?
Gremlins?
What franchise should not have ended?
Oh, fuck. When Harry Met Sally.
What is the most overrated cult classic?
Fuck.
When Harry Met Sally.
Army of Darkness.
Who is an actor that's carried by hype alone?
I want to say Nick Cage. Nick Cage.
And finally, what's a movie that gets worse on every rewatch?
Oh, fuck. I would say any of the Star Wars sequel trilogies, but I've never rewatched them.
All right, Nick, are you ready for some lightning round shenanigans?
Sure, we'll go.
All right, so let me get that scrolled right back up.
It started real easy with the first one, and then
Yeah, I know.
after that, I'm just like, I have no idea.
Yeah, you have to think about it for a second.
Yeah,
And then I threw shade at Spider-Man 2 just to mess with Jeff from off air.
That's okay. I'm not upset. The other day on the show on Tuesday, I had the realization that I love Spider-Man 2, but Batman 89 is my favorite superhero movie. That's just the GOAT. All right, Nick, are you ready? Here we go.
Sure.
Who's the most overrated director?
Fuck. Spielberg.
What's the most overrated sequel?
Empire Strikes Back.
What 80s movie doesn't hold up at all?
Fuck.
Hold on. I know how we'll make this more exciting.
Terrible.
Hold on, I got this sound effect too.
Oh shit. Okay. God damn it. 80s movie that is overrated. Oh fuck, man. There's so many. Shit. Fuck me.
Come on, man. It's supposed to be rapid fire.
I
was
know
just
I'm
throwing
trying,
shit
but
out
like
there.
there's so many.
The power's out here.
Just grab one and
Is it
throw
really?
it.
No.
It's Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I don't fucking.
There you go.
There you go. What franchise should have never ended?
Men in Black.
What is the most overrated cult classic?
E.T.
Who is an actor that's carried by hype?
Tom Cruise.
What movie gets worse on rewatch?
Rob Zombie's Halloween. Both of them.
All right. They are pieces of shit, Nick.
Yeah,
So
sorry.
thank you very much.
Like going when you said 80s, like I had to scramble through all the 80s movies in my head. I'm like, fuck.
You're like an old pit bull. You're going through the entire directory. All
Yeah,
right.
it was terrible. It was terrible because I'm just like, yeah, it was bad.
All right, so lightning round. I'm going to interview myself and go. All right, Jeff. Who's the most overrated director? Christopher Nolan. Most overrated sequel. Aliens. What is the 80s movie that doesn't hold up at all? Fast Times at Ridgemont High. What is the most overrated cult classic? Mac and Me. What's a franchise that should have ended? Scream. What is the most overrated cult? I already did that one. Sorry. Overrated cult classic. Just did that one. An actor carried by hype. Pedro Pascal. What movie gets worse on rewatch? Jaws: The Revenge. It's terrible on your first watch too.
God, I will defend Jaws 3 because it is terrible, but I love it.
It's got Lou Gossett Jr.
Gotta seal the park, goddammit, seal the park.
Xavier God has a question. Jeff, what Spider-Man shows do you own physically? Well, I have the Spider-Man 67 collection on DVD. I've had that on DVD for 22 years. Back when I was in high school, I had a job, and I would spend all my money on shit that I didn't need. And so anything Spider-Man related that came out, I bought. So I own that show. What'd you say?
Which one did you say that was?
The 60s cartoon.
67?
Yeah.
67?
Oh, God damn it. I'm giving you the finger. I'm not on camera right now, but I'm giving you the finger.
My brain has been partially destroyed by the youths.
Their brain has been fully destroyed. It never formed right.
It's like a fucking worm that somehow is able to get to me and ruin it. It's like a computer. I have to occasionally plug in, and somehow I got the mind virus from there.
You got the mind virus.
Well, we're gonna wipe you. Just
I've reformatted a lot of hard drives in my day, Kendo. I got you. Don't worry.
just remove the power plug, and then
Should I
pull an
reset
office
for 10
space.
seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah, unplug for 10 seconds and then plug you back in. You should be fine then.
Xavier God, I also own the Spectacular Spider-Man on Blu-ray. I bought that when I graduated college. I had graduation money. I was like, hey, that's out. I'm going to buy that. And that's it. I don't own Ultimate Spider-Man. The 94 show has never been officially released in America. I only buy box sets. I don't buy random, like, couple episode discs.
Yeah,
so
not worth it.
Yeah, and that's it. I mean, there aren't many other ones out there to even own. But I would buy the 94 one. Here's the thing, Disney, come up off the money, remaster this like Warner Brothers did with their archive. They remastered all of their old DC and like Cartoon Network cartoons. A lot of the Cartoon Network cartoons have been remastered. Like, there's a lot of good looking shit, but they don't do that with the back catalog at Disney or Nickelodeon for some reason. So
yeah, which is odd because I mean they would make money if they just paid for Pete and Pete, if they paid for Salute Your Shorts, Hey Dude, those things. If they did all that stuff, people would go nuts for it and they'd buy it. But,
yeah, dude, Ren and Stimpy, they put that
Ren
shit
Stimpy.
out. I'm buying it tomorrow.
Yeah, but they don't. But like, yeah, it's very odd because like even like Alfred of the Dark or something like that, like they would if they upscaled that, people would go nuts for it, but they just won't, and it's weird.
But there's value in upscaling other things. I just don't want to pay the licensing rights, man.
I don't know, man. I feel if they put out a pre-order,
Upscaling.
It'll be
They could
fun.
just put out Ren and Stimpy in its original broadcast format on DVD, and I'd still fucking buy it.
No, that's true. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, any of those old cartoons, anything like that from that era of Nickelodeon would make the money. All they have to do is put out a pre-order for it, and it would the minimum would be met. It'd be fine. They'd make their money. So yeah, they're really stupid on not doing that.
I would like if they were to do a thing called like the Nickelodeon, I guess like a box set that has these shows in high definition, but they also remaster the old Nickelodeon commercials and bumpers. Like that's the shit I would gladly pay the premium price for, because they don't put them on streaming. They never include them in like collections, and it's only through YouTube that you can watch them in videotape quality. So if they were to just go into their archives, like every bumper, same thing with like MTV. They might have done this years ago on DVD, just release a disc that was just full of their old bumpers and commercials. That's cool to me. But other than that, man, I don't think I feel like they kind of tried to milk Nickelodeon nostalgia, and it worked to a degree, but there just wasn't as much of a demand for it. So they're like, we'll just do the same 5 things over and over again.
Well, and I think the whole DVD thing for the shows hit wrong, where like a lot of millennials didn't have that much money at that time, but now some of them might, or who knows, they don't. But they could have like I said, they could do a pre-order now for a minimum, and it would be met. 100% would be met.
Yeah. Like I said, man, we would be supportive of that, but we are physical media junkies, if you will. No, I heard today that Frankenhooker's getting a 4K release.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. You like me follow Dawn of Discs, and they always have like the ridiculous stuff on there. The one thing I hate seeing is like they'll do like modern movies, like pre-order like Tron Ares in 4K. It's like, no, nobody's fucking doing that.
They'll tell you to pre-order before it's even out in theaters. It's like, pre-order it now. It's like, I gotta see this movie before I jump into wanting to own it. But
yeah,
that's the ecosystem.
Jeez, yeah, that's crazy. Apparently Synapse is releasing Fright Night Part 2 with like 3 variant covers. That's weird.
So Nick, I gotta ask you before we close out our 2-hour window. Scream 7, does it make a bunch of money, and are you excited for it?
I've been getting hit with a lot of ads from it, just because I've been like looking at a lot of Matthew Lillard stuff and things like that, and watching those things. So I guess it thinks I like want to watch it. Like, I watched the last 2; they were okay, and the fact that you had the two main girls say the wrong thing politically and get axed along with the director, and they had to like scramble, write something new, give Neve Campbell her the money she asked for, actually double the money she asked for, and make the movie. I was just kind of like, okay, cool. She made money. That's great. But apparently they're already working on like part 8.
Well, they might want to temper that, because according to the Hollywood Reporter today, Nick, Scream 7 now has the lowest Rotten Tomatoes score in the franchise. It's called Shockingly Terrible.
I can believe that.
Well, because like the what is it? 5 and 6 were supposed to be part of another trilogy with that, and they were supposed to like the girl who was like Loomis's daughter or something was supposed to be, sorry, not Loomis's, the boyfriend's Skeet Ultra's daughter or whatever.
Billy Loomis.
Billy Loomis. Okay, Loomis. So yeah. I was supposed to be. Yeah. Sorry. I got confused for a second with Halloween. Sorry. And she was supposed to embody him and become a killer or whatever and do this whole thing, but that never happened because of these women talking politically about bullshit they didn't know about because they're celebrities, and they got axed, and Neve Campbell got put back in. She got off the bench and got put back in, so then she got to rename her price, and that was it. But I don't think it's going to be good. I don't think it's going to do that well, and I think it's going to fall off.
What if, in an effort to save Scream franchise, they come out with Scream 8, and it's just a replaying of the original Scream movie, but every time Skeet Ulrich shows up on screen, Little John just shows up going, Skeet, 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 Skeet.
I would rewatch that.
Okay, I was gonna say, I think that would sell tickets.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those things where like that's slasher movies for you, and like mind you, the first one came out in like 95, 93, or I forget. It came out in the 90s, so like it's old, and they should have killed it off a long time ago. Like that third one was really bad. They should have just ended it there, but they decided to make a fourth one and then go on from there. So, but there was even a boycott, like a small boycott for it as well. They're like, oh, because these actors got axed for free speech. We should also boycott the movie. It's like free speech is like the government protects you from free speech, not from your job. Sorry, but that's how it works. Free speech is for the government not to kill you whenever you say whatever you want, kind of thing. Not your 9 to 5. Sorry,
But Nick, a major company can do what they want. What country is this?
America. It's called
Funny how that
it's called capitalism. Sorry.
Yeah. It's amazing how many constitutional scholars we have in this day and age that don't actually understand what the fucking paper says.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. But like, yeah, they they said some dumb shit and they got those are the consequences. Yeah, that's another thing that a lot of people don't get, especially the youths don't understand, is like there are consequences for your free speech. You can have it, you can say what you want, but you might get backhanded as well too.
Uh-huh.
That's the thing. And those 3 people, the director, the 2 girls, got backhanded. I mean, Jenna Ortega let on her feet because she's Jenna Ortega. She's the it girl in Hollywood now. She's the she's the female POC they all need for their stuff. So,
Well, she's the shit girl to me. I'm not.
no, dude, she's not talented. She's really not. Like, I gave her a chance in that like horror unicorn movie with Paul Rudd, and like she did okay. She was just an annoying like teenager the whole time. So
Yeah, that's what she was in Beetlejuice.
yeah, and it's like I think she's almost like 30. Like you can't keep playing the teenager anymore.
So
She's only 23.
Okay, sorry. I kind of had to look that up.
I have no idea. I couldn't even pick her out of a lineup if you made me.
well,
True.
she's the one without eyebrows.
She's the one with that eyebrow.
Okay. That narrows it down.
Yeah, it's either her or Mia Goth.
God.
So, guys, we've reached the end of tonight's show. Nice 2-hour time. Anything you guys want to say before we put this baby to bed? I feel like we hit all the topics we wanted to cover.
If you buy Fight Club Steelbook 4K, you're gay.
Should that be on a T-shirt?
Sure, why not?
If you buy the 4K Steelbook of Fight Club, you're gay. Some guy's gonna come to me and like, "Yeah, I am, and I like Fight Club." Hey, man, cool. Live your life. Be happy.
Nick, that's Nick. He said it.
Yeah. And Nick does not express the opinions of this channel here on YouTube.
Just his own. We dislike the movie, but we won't go that far about gay bashing people about it.
Hey, I own it.
Will.
I've taken the extra steps to make it a part of my home. I'm truly inclusive here at this household.
Is it a 4K Steelbook by any chance, Jeff?
No, it's a standard plebeian Blu-ray.
Plebeian Blu-ray.
I haven't used that word in forever. Blu-ray.
Oh god.
All right, so guys, thank you. Thanking you guys. Well, thank you for being here. It's a great time. But thank you to everybody who's watching out in Radio Land. We'll be back next week with more. Check out the Tuesday night broadcast recap. We didn't have Andrew, so it was a week without Andrew. And it was funny, guys. I titled it The Week Without Andrew, and we had 3 times the amount of people watch than we normally do. I got to look at the analytics. I'm like, if Andrew is the key factor here, I'm like, all right, Andrew, we'll do our own separate show. We'll do it every February 30th. Yeah, I'm just joking. All right, guys. We'll be back next time with more. Until then, be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.
.com.